Hey guys, the name is Jasper, and welcome to part 3 analysis. Pag-usapan natin episode 85 ng Clara Ibarra. At ito lang masasabi ko. Again, good episode as always. I think the show didn't have a bad episode for 85 episodes straight. Wala siyang bad episode for me. It has weak episodes, pero it doesn't have a bad episode. Pero it's a good book. I mean, it's a good show. Kaya ito I want to focus the analysis on what's going to happen next compared to what happened in the episode. Pero I do have some questions though. It does raises some questions itong episode na to. So let's start with this one. Ano ibig sabihin ng pocket watch na to ni Sir Torres? Does that thing mean that time is running out? I don't know. Pero ano ibig sabihin ng relo na to, 'di ba? So the pocket watch is going to raise some questions. This thing might go back to El Filibusterismo. Ba may kinalaman tong pocket watch na to or yung time itself in general para makabalik si Clay sa totoong mundo, sa real world. So that's one of the questions. Wasn't expecting we're going to get 3 episodes though na mangyayari lahat sa real world. I was just expecting one. Gaya nung first episode natin, nasa isang episode lang nasa mundo si Clay, and then on the second episode nasa ibang mundo na siya. Pero we got like 3 episodes overall sa real world, which also kind of makes sense to flesh out some of the characters here sa real world. Gaya kay Professor Torres, some of his mysteries was answered, and at the same time yung character development na Narcisa has been getting lately, diba? Another question that I have here is, well, itong transmigration. So we already have an official name to what happened to Clay. Basically, it's transmigration, and Clay is completely aware about it. Sabi nga ni Clay, it can happen in anime, stuff like that. Once, isang transmigration na parang natatandaan ko is sa anime na V0, parang transmigration nangyari doon. So there's that. I think this is Bagong Bayan. I'm assuming I haven't seen, or maybe I did. Hindi ko lang maalala. Pero this was interesting to see. May mga upuan dito. I wonder why. Pero okay, ba may nagaganap na play dito. I don't know. It looks great. I want to visit that place again. Isa ka pang question dito. Ano yung ipapalalang sitwasyon? Paano bang ipapalalang sitwasyon? Malala na yung sitwasyon sa El Filibusterismo. Paano mo pa ipapalala yun? Diba? So, and I'm still wondering anong sitwasyon ang sinasabi dito mismo ni Mr. Torres, diba? Sitwasyon ba ng real world o sitwasyon ng El Filibusterismo? So, there's that. Oops. So, yung ano ba yung ipalala na yun? So, there's that. I do like seeing this scene right here. I'm just happy. It really shows kung anong klaseng relationship that Clara has with her mother. Clearly, they have a transparent relationship, and I'm just happy na, gaya ng sabi ko in the previous analysis video, I'm just happy na she was able to defy herself. May nakikita akong pagkamali Clara dito mismo kay Narcisa. And I'm just really happy for her that she was able to defy herself. And hopefully it's going to be maybe in the last episode of Clara Ibarra, maybe we'll get a scene kung saan she decided to finally makipag-iwalay sa kanyang asawa. We might see that, pero I'm just happy. I'm just happy na she finally said to Clay what Clay has been trying to hear from her since episode 1 ba yun? Episode 1, yung nag-away sila, diba? Basically, this is the results of kanilang pag-aaway in episode 1. And finally, there's a conclusion to it where Narcissa already decided na, yeah, you know what, Clay? Tama ka. You are 100% correct about what you said. And I need to stand up for myself para sa inyo, sa dalawa kong anak, Kalay and Elias. Another interesting tidbit here, a little detail that they said na si Clay kailangan niyang tulong, di ba? And it's funny, what this scene reminded me of the scenes where Crisostomo Ibarra was asking for advice from Piloso Potasio, di ba? We had several scenes like that. And now this is Clay asking for an advice from her mother. And the smartest way to approach this is that Narcissa instead told Clay something that came from, I'm assuming, from her lola or from her nanay, pangalan Nanay Tasha. And of course, that is, Nanay Tasha is came from the name Pilosopo Tasho, diba? So I just find it funny that Clay was able to find her answers from a person that is named Tasho slash Tasha. So again, it all goes back to the Crisostomo Ibarra and Pilosopo Tasho days kung saan humingi siya ng advice, binibigay ni Pilosopo Tasho ng sagot si Ibarra, and now we got to see a different version of that through this conversation between Maria Clara, Infantes, and of course, sa kanyang nanay na si Narcissa with the help of Nanay Tasha, of course. So I find that really interesting. So other than that, and we got mga Lucia, okay. Gumawa siya ng mga ganito. Padre Salvi here, pero sa Potasio, Ibarra, Tia Isabel, Maria Clara Capitán Sisa, Padre Sevilla, Alvarez, Crispin. So we got to see that. But as it turns out, sabi ng nanay niya na nadaanan mo na yung sagot na yon and stuff like that. Hindi mo lang napansin. So basically, ito na yung sagot niya. Si Rizal mismo ang pinakasagot niya. And it was interesting to see na ito ba yung tatawag na lang kilometer zero? Ito pala yung area na yan. Which is something that I didn't know. Pero interesting. I find that really interesting. Finally, nakapag-teleport na siya. May kumidlat and stuff like that. So, it kind of makes you question, anong magic system ang meron dito sa mundo na to, diba? Clearly, Professor Torres is someone that can maybe control the magic or do some magic stuff. Pero, her speaking with Jose Rizal in Rizal Park can actually mean that Rizal is actually listening out there for us. So, lalo naging totoo na yung mga Rizalistas, yung isang religion kung saan dedicated na Panginoon daw nila si Rizal. So I think that's the one true religion now, yung Rizalism, stuff like that. Pero, again, I find that interesting, kumidlat. Pero I still wondering, ano ibig sabihin ng pink na ilaw? Maybe it doesn't mean anything, pero pink yung ilaw. Pero yeah, so she finally got teleported. And now, let's talk about this one. Curious na ako though. For a split second here, hindi gumagalaw yung mga characters. Yep, stay steady lang sila. Hindi gumagalaw. Doon, hindi gumagalaw. Ito, hindi gumagalaw. And then suddenly, nag-freeze frame. What does this mean? May kinalaman ba yung pocket watch dito? Stuff like that. Pero right now, hindi gumagalaw. Pero wow, ang ganda ng city na to. I think itong city na to ay yung tinatawag nilang si Love mention niya yung city na to. Nalimutan ko na kung natawag eh. Gapan City. Gapuan City, Philippines. Gapan. Sa Gapan. Yeah, I'm assuming this is Gapan right here because it kind of looks a little bit different. And if that is the case, if this thing does look different, then basically this is a place that we haven't visited before. Sa Nolimitangere. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure about that. Pero when you look at it, it does look a little bit more modern. Given El Filibusterismo happened 13 years later, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some kind of improvements when it comes to the infrastructure and stuff like that. It does feel more modern though, so there's that. And now let's talk about let's talk about this one. So we do know, at least within the context of this, she has an amazing dress here, though. Kulay pink din, so we got this ongoing theme with pink. Um, Ito yung simbahan, hindi ko alam kung anong simbahan 'to, pero ito yata yung simbahan ng kung saan nandun sila Maria Clara. So we got to see that. Saan ba yun? Saan ba yun? So we do know na Maria Clara is still somewhat alive in this story after the epilogue, after what happened doon sa Campanerio. She is still alive. She is still alive. So there's that. With that said, um, also we get to see a different wardrobe na suot-suot ni Dennis Trillo, which is right here. Ito yung actually yung pinost ni Dennis Trillo just a few weeks ago. Just a few weeks ago, I think pinost niya mismo. Simon, Ibarra, Dennis. Instagram. I think pinost niya sa story niya. I think this is the same. No, this is different. This is different. He's wearing something different here. So this might be a different scene right here. Interesting. But again, the wardrobe people are killing it. Amazing costume design. Given Simon is now is always in disguise and he is very paano ba to? Parang may pagka-fashionista na siya and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to get each episode different wardrobe pagdating kay Simon mismo. So I'm really, really excited to see that. I might get some inspiration there and maybe do a future cosplay of Simon with this kind of look na he looks great, by the way. He looks great. Imagine yung Ibarra na fina-follow natin for the longest time. Ito na siya ngayon. That's just really crazy to think. And I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Love seeing Simon. Merong madre dito. Maybe ano siya sa El Filibusterismo. I don't know who this madre is. Pero pakinggan ko nga kung ano yung mga pinag-uusapan na dito. Pakinggan ko lang. Sorry. Pakinggan ko na kung ano yung pinag-uusapan na dito. Wind na konti. Okay.
Teria de Santa Clara?
Okay, Santa Clara.
Nandito raw si Maria Clara?
Okay. So basically, what I'm trying to get here, gagamitin ni Clay yung libro as her guide, 'di ba? Kasi that is something that Clyde didn't have when she got teleported to Nolimitangari. She didn't have the book, but now she has this book. So I'm assuming that she's going to use that as a guide. And what are the chances na ipakita mismo ni Clay sa mga characters dito yung mismong libro na binabasa na pilit in-explain ni Clay ilang beses kina Fidel, Maria Clara, pati kay Simon, di ba? So since she now has the book, maybe they will be able to change their fate through that book, diba? So that's going to be an interesting tool for Clay. Tinulit natin to. Ba't kung ginaganito yan? Naglo-loading. Ngunit hindi ko po kayo mapabing Ginoong Simon.
Simon. Kung gayon ay magturing ka ng kahit na sinong pangalan ng Poncio Pilato na sa gayon ay makahingi ako ng permiso. Ang
ang tagapag-alaga ni kapatid. Okay. So, dito nakukuha natin na may gustong Simon wants something here in this scene right here. Pero, gaya ng sabi ng madre, makihingi lang siya. Makuha lang din si Simon ang kagusto niya through probably sa katulong daw ni or tagapag-alaga ni Maria Clara, which is si Padre Salvi. So this is our first look of Padre Salvi in this part of the book. Kwento din natin.
Pero no le pwede dejar, Señor Simon. Kung gayon ay magturing ka ng kahit na sinong pangalan.
Siguro gusto niya makita si Maria Clara.
Poncio Pilato na sa gayon ay makahingi ako ng permiso.
And this is actually our first look of them together. Of course, Maria Clara and Padre Salvi. Something that I wasn't expecting to see. I wasn't expecting to see them sharing a scene together within the context of El Filibusterismos. So, but basically, we did get that. Interesting. I wonder how this story will play out kasi right now, the writers are adding a lot of new stuff here na wala talaga sa libro. So we get to see that.
Ang guardiani kag hermana kag Maria.
Ito. This is the thing that me and Julius Christopher has been trying to ask. Whether makikita ba natin itong barko na scene. And this is from chapter 1 ng El Filibusterismo. I argued na we are not going to see this one. Sinabi ko several times na si Clara papasok sa El Filibusterismo sa kalagitnaan ng nobela ng El Filibusterismo kasi doing this barko scene is very expensive in a way. Kasi when I was able to read the book, it felt like nasa loob ng barko parang puno. Like there's a lot of people, especially on the bottom and on the top deck. And I said, nako parang mataas parang kailangan yata ng mataas na budget para dito. Just to make this barko scene. Kasi the barko scene is basically like Kapitan Tiago's party on episode 2 to 5. Pero way bigger. Kasi it feels like there's a lot more characters involved in this barko scene right here. Pero, hey, they're doing the barko scene. Maybe they're going to do some slight changes here. Since nalaman ni Simon about na kailangan niya kausama si Padre Salvi, then nangyari yung barko scene in a later time in this version of El Filibusterismo. Kasi this thing started on chapter 1 and now I feel like this is happening in a chapter 10 or chapter 20 or something. But again, pumunta siya dito, I believe, para kausapin si Padre Salvi because in fact, si Simon at si Padre Salvi ay nag-usap sila sa barko mismo on chapter 1 and they talk about yung mga tawag dito. Yung mga parang mga supernatural stuff na nangyari sa ilog na to or lava or something. So we were able to get to see that. And now when you look at this, ito yung ito si Padre Sibilla, clearly Padre Salvi. Ayan si Simon, he is wearing a different costume again. Sigarilyo ba to or it's his cane? I don't know who this guy is. I don't remember. Pero that's si Doña Victorina. We get two other people here na hindi ko masyadong makita. Ito parang madre yata or isang pari din. Pero yeah, this is the conversation that they're getting. I'm curious to know what they're going to be, kung ano magiging conversation nila. Baka papag-usapan na yung supernatural stuff na nangyari na yun. Pero it might be different. They might change some things here. But it feels like this is going to be our first time seeing both of them together again, sharing the same screen. Continuing with this one.
ang iba kundi si Padre Bernardo Salvo.
So, hinahanap pa rin ni Clay. Suot ni Clay yung kanyang bag. So, dala-dala niya yun. Yun ang advantage ni Clay in this version of the book right now. She now has the tools that she need para makapagano. And so, suot ni Clay clearly yung suklay ni Maria Clara.
Kung narinig mo ako, magparamdam ka naman, labasin mo ako dito!
I think this is important. So, in this version of the book, at least aware yung mga characters kay Maria Clara, kay Clay. So, narinig ni Maria Clara yung boss ni Clay. Naalala niya. So, that means this is not a clean slate. Alam ni, itong Maria Clara na to, this Maria Clara was the Maria Clara that Clay spent time with during the episodes of Maria Clara Ibarra, diba? So, this is the same Maria Clara that we're getting. Just to streamline things. So I think that's pretty good.
Fairness. Kakamiss nga ang lolo mo. Kahit saan na lang.
Kumakain ng
Naaalala ko si
sandwich.
Fidel.
May pound siya. So again, that's Fidel and Clay. Sa inyo na ko nung ibig sabihin nito. Pero it's good seeing Fidel with the long hair. He rocks the long hair. Pero I wonder what he is trying to transport here. Ano ba itong mga siguro weapons. Diba? Weapons and stuff like that. Transport niya. Siya siguro nag-ano. Pero, yeah. We got a CGI horse here. A CGI horse and a CGI kalesa. Pero, hey, it is what it is. I think they don't have the money to hire a real horse. Pero, hey, I'll take what I can get. Pero again, that's my analysis on this episode. What do you guys think? Leave those comments down below. I'm going to read them tomorrow if I have the time. And yeah, thank you for watching, you guys. Take care. I'm really excited. Filibusteris muna tayo bukas, you guys. We're finally here. Goodbye and take care.